Well, hello. Welcome back to Soul Search Sunday with Johnny Tiger. The date is July 10th, 2022, and it is my mom's birthday. So happy birthday, mother. Actually, my mom's birthday, uh, going by our time, would be yesterday because she lived in Taiwan. So her time is always one day ahead of us. So while yesterday was only the 9th for us, it was already the 10th. So her birthday, to her at least, was just yesterday. Now, last when I talked to my mom earlier, she said she totally got annoyed with my father and bitched him out, ripped him a new one, however kind of terminology you want to use, last night. Because my father tried to do something, uh, I guess, romantic. 2 o'clock in the morning, my father went running to the bedroom, shook my mom awake from a deep sleep, and grabbed her and wanted her to come out into the yard with him. And when they got out to the yard, she said to him, what's the matter? The house on fire or something?" And my dad said, "No, I just want to show you how beautiful the moon is." Then, well, I guess you guys can imagine what happened after that one. Ay, 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 ay. Now, my father, and this is not even me diminishing myself, or me trying to be like my father. God knows, I do not want to be like my father. But I will freely admit, my father did, does, still do a lot of things better than I do. And one of those things is when it comes to romance, when it comes to be a romantic guy, being all that gushy, mushy uh, stuff, my dad is way better than I ever was or than I am. I mean, I would have never thought of waking someone up 2 in the morning to show them how beautiful the moon looked. I wouldn't even have the nerve to try something like that. Unfortunately, my father's romantic advances is usually uh, misplaced or misfired or miscarried when it came to my mom. His romantic gestures usually when he tried it with my mom, it's like presenting it's like presenting a expensive painting to a dog. I hate to put it that way, but that's actually his analogy. He's trying to be romantic with my mom. It's like trying to show a dog a piece of great art. Even before my father was diagnosed with dementia, many times when I spoke to him on the phone, this was a subject that he talked at great lengths to me about, trying to get me to intervene, trying to get me to talk some sense into my mom, trying to get me to show my mom that he was really trying to be nice to her, and why is it that she always had to give him attitude and stuff like that. My father would do romantic things such as well, there's quite a few times where he tried to convince my mom that it would be nice if the two of them set up a little picnic table in the yard, and every day in the afternoon maybe they can have coffee in the yard and have a nice chat as a civilized couple. Well, my mom's response was, first, when you say we're going to have coffee, it's me that's going to be making the coffee and carrying them in and out of. So why would I want to go have coffee in the yard? I can have it inside, and I wouldn't have to carry them out there. Two, it's really hot outside. Like I said, I live in Taiwan. Two, it's really hot outside. Why would I want to have coffee in the yard? And third, why would I want to have a chat with you when everything you will be saying I have heard for thousands of times throughout our marriage? That was honestly her response to his little suggestion of rom- little romantic uh, couples coffee time in the afternoon. There were times when my dad tried to get my mom sexy clothes and beautiful clothes, and he said, "Hey, I would like it really much if you dress up in these, you dress up sexy and nice, and we can go out on the town." And my mom's standard response was, "How old are we? You are in your 70s. I'm in my 60s. I will look like a dumpling if I get into these clothes. I'm not going to embarrass myself by wearing them. You're nuts. You're crazy. You're sick in the head." There were times when my father tried to say to my mom, if we got nothing to do, we should get out early, and I know this really nice place where we can watch the sunrise together. It's really gorgeous. Let's go watch the sunrise. And my mom's standard response would be, "Are you crazy? If I want to see sunrise, I can watch it on TV. I'd rather sleep." So it's like no matter how he tried, he just wasn't going to get anywhere with her. So this is one reason why finally, when dementia and his failing mind start to get the better of him, I do not begrudge him as many other people do that he is trying to have girlfriends on the side. He is hooking up with other old ladies. For me, it came down to a situation where, well, his romantic advances were being rebuffed at home. So yeah, I guess he figured that, especially now that his judgment is lapsing, he might as well get it elsewhere before he dies. And honestly, when you really think about it, the guy is in his 80s, so if he's going to get a couple of girlfriends and sweetheart on the side where he can have coffee with, go to movies with, and go watch the sunrise with, so what? No big deal, really. Now, I'm not promoting having affairs outside your marriage or situations like that, but I think there comes a time when, well, you clearly are no longer young. You're not. You're. We often say we're not going to be young forever, but in his case, he's not young. Period. He's not going to get younger. He is a very sick person. He got heart problem. He got high blood pressure. He got uh, dementia. So when you come to that, I think we can cut someone a bit of a slack and just let him live out the end of his life in whatever fashion he desires. And if he desires a little bit of romance, which my mom clearly is not wanting to and was never really good at providing him, then well, you guys can't see me shrugging, but I guess all we can do is shrug our shoulders and say, well, have at it and good luck. Now, I do not want to end this video with you guys thinking that my mom is just a stick in the mud and have no romantic bones, because while she kind of is a little bit of a killjoy, a little bit of a spoiled sport, and it is really hard to please her, this attitude uh, that she tend to rebuff my father's advances did not come out of nowhere. There is a reason, because while my father is a romantic guy, and that he is, he is, like I said, he's way more romantic than I ever was. Um, his idea of being romantic, his way of showing these uh, romantic gestures, is not what you would call conventional, consistent, or even ethical sometimes. Take yesterday, for example. Yesterday, like I said, was my mom's birthday and her time. So apparently, a week before, my father told my mom, "It's going to be your birthday on the 10th, and we're going to go out and have a good meal." Now, my mom was actually quite touched, even though she didn't show it. She didn't. She did when she talked to me about it. She said she was actually touched that he thought about taking her out for dinner and stuff like that. The day rolled around, and yesterday they did went out for dinner. And it was a pretty decent meal, to be sure. However, it was not just the two of them. Apparently, my father had convinced one of his girlfriends to come over and take him and my mom out for dinner. So, it was, needless to say, a very, very awkward dinner. And my mom did not enjoy her birthday even a little bit, having to eat across the table from that other woman. Yeah, ouch. All I can say is, Dad, that probably wasn't one of your better thought out romantic gestures.